Hey guys, it's Terra from Earn Spend Live, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Day Designer for BlueSky collection. So this collection is for an academic year. The planners start at the beginning of July, and this is only the second year that Day Designer has done a collection with BlueSky, and I'm totally obsessed with every single item they've put out. BlueSky is a planner company and they're dedicated to affordability, so they sell their items online at their website, but they also sell them through Target, and every single planner is under $30. I'm pretty sure the most expensive one this year was $25, and it's this one right here, which I'll get to. It's absolutely perfect. So if you're looking for a planner that really has all the features that Day Designer's flagship planner has, then this is where you're gonna find it. It's affordable, it has the top three, the great layouts, the beautiful designs. It's really the entire package. And of course, I love Day Designer, so everybody knows what I think about it. So there is gonna be a little bit of a difference between this line and the flagship. First of all, since it is cheaper, you're gonna expect some different materials and some different makes. The coil on these is much thinner than the flagship Day Designer, but it's a coil, it doesn't detract from anything. And the covers are soft, so you're not gonna have that heavy cover that you're used to. It's just as durable, soft as it is with a hard cover. It's really just up to what you prefer. I honestly can't decide if I prefer the hard covers over these ones because they're all so pretty and they're gonna last either way. The flagship Day Designer doesn't come with a weekly layout, it's just a daily. However, with BlueSky, they've put out several different weekly planners for you to choose from. They've got a whole range of sizes. There are about 6 different covers and even 2 or 3 that it's called a make your own cover, which is what this is. So it comes with a really pretty cover, but you can insert your own that you've either designed or gotten from somewhere else and put it in there and make it 110% your own. So even though it's a weekly layout, it does still come with those goal setting pages that are so very much what Day Designer is known for, and they've put those in every single one of the planners, so you're still getting the core values of the company. And I really do enjoy these goal setting pages just as much as I do the flagship ones, and in certain ways I think they're even more useful. It breaks it down into 4 pages. They start with the big picture page, which is where you're gonna brainstorm all your ideas and your goals and just really think about what you want for the next year. And then it goes on to setting your goals, being specific, just like in the flagship. The next page is where you're gonna design your days, which is different from the flagship. And I actually really enjoy this because it's about creating the routines that you're gonna do every day that are gonna get you one step closer to your goals as you go through the year. And I think that's something we should all practice if we wanna be successful in reaching our goals. And then finally, the 4th page is about how you're gonna track those goals. So you get to write down your checkpoints, small little tasks, just anything that you think you need to check in with yourself about to make sure you're being productive and getting closer to the end. And then of course, there's the weekly page. And at first glance, it's gonna look a lot like any normal horizontal weekly planner that you would pick up from Target, but it does have a few things that are just like Day Designer. So it has your week's top 3 tasks, and it's at the bottom, so you're gonna write those 3 main things you need to get done that week, no matter if it's clean the house before your in-laws come in or teach the dog how to shake, which by the way, I accomplished that last week. And then in your day section, it's gonna have a section for your schedule, your notes, or whatever. There's nothing there but lines, so it's up to you to choose. But then there's also a to-do list section with pre-made check boxes, which you can, it's what you expect from Day Designer. It's a very specific to-do list section. So every single day has that. And then at the bottom, there's also the notes section. Every planner has a notes section, and there's a gratitude box. Again, this is Day Designer's signature thing. They want you to be grateful for every day. Of course, this is for the week, so you can write down multiple things every day or reflect at the end of the week. Or even, I really like to be grateful on Monday the most because then I feel like I carry it with me through the week as things get stressful. So that's something else to keep in mind. Now I'm gonna move on to the daily planner. And this one, there's only one of these in the entire collection. They don't have a bunch of these, which I'm actually really surprised because for me, this is like the kind of planner I want. I want a daily planner, but they've only done one, and they've done it in the gold spotty dots, which, they do the black spotty dots for their collection, so I love this. There are a few differences, aside from the goal setting pages, which are just like in this weekly one. First of all, instead of breaking the page up into 2 columns, the way the flagship does, there are 3 columns. One of them is for your schedule, It's from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is a little bit shorter than the flagship schedule, but not everybody needs to be up at 5 a.m. And some people don't go do things after 8. So there's really nothing wrong with this. It's broken down into 30-minute increments, so if you need that, it's also really good. Then the second column has your day's top 3, your to-do list, and your tonight box, which you can use this however. I've seen people use it to write their dinner. One of my coworkers writes her TV shows there. And then the third column has your daily quote. Then it's got your notes box. And this is a vertical notes box, which is different from even the flagship. In the flagship, it's a horizontal box. And then below that's the gratitude box. So then there's the weekend page in this daily one. And it is very similar to the weekend page in the flagship Day Designer. It's different in 2 ways. There's not 2 separate to-do lists for Saturday and for Sunday. There's just one box. And actually, instead of saying to-do list, it says fun things to do, which I think is a neat reminder to be like, hey, it's the weekend, enjoy yourself, live your life. But if you need it to be like, hey, do the laundry, go get some new tires, you can use it that way too. And of course, it still has a schedule. Saturday and Sunday both go from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. like every other day. But then below Saturday, there's a box that says next week. So for this, you could write things you need to do, like to prepare for next week. So for me, I would probably say like, hey, Terra, you need to go to the grocery store. You need to meal prep. You need to do all of your delicate laundry because it needs to lay out and dry. But then you could also do it to be like, hey, Monday, there's this birthday party we need to go to. So that's really, really flexible. And then on the Sunday side, above Sunday, there's a weekly gratitude box. You know, there's a daily gratitude throughout the whole week, but I think it's neat that they have a weekly gratitude box because then you can sit there and reflect on the past 7 days and write it down there. And then that kind of also leads you into the next week into being grateful for what you have and the life you get to live. But then below Sunday, there's a do not forget box. You can use this, you know, to write, hey, birthday parties on Monday, but I honestly would probably use it for my grocery list since Sunday's when I go to the grocery store anyways. But, you know, it's whatever you need it to be. And then finally, both of these planners have a really, I think, really hefty section for notes at the back. There are a few note pages throughout, you know, depending on where the month ends and falls, but they both have, I think it's 10 pages of notes at the back for you to write whatever lists you have, or if you're a student, you take this class and don't have a notebook, you can write your class notes in there. So that's a great feature to have. And then they also have a holiday page for you to reference throughout the year and even as the next year comes on. And that's just a nice tool, I think, because I tend to forget when Memorial Day is every year. So that's what I have on the Day Designer for BlueSky collection. I really encourage you to go to Target and check out what they have and see if one of them will work for you. If you buy it, let us know in the comments and what you think about it. I really hope you like them as much as I do. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or check out Earn Spend Live for more planner content.